The white space in which I am typing gives rise to the black words in which you read. Emptiness is the key to fulfillment. All my life I sought fulfillment. I thought I could find it in things, people, circumstances, relationships, careers, degrees, jobs, vacations, alcohol, drugs, approval. But this was the illusion, and once I started to see through the illusion, my life was never the same. You see, fulfillment isn't something you attain. It's a state of being that becomes completely natural to you. There is no achievement of fulfillment. It's an energetic vibration, a state in which you operate life. And no teacher, no professor, no school, no thought, no belief system, no philosophy, no religion, no business coach, no amount of body fat, no matter how lean, is going to lead you to fulfillment, because fulfillment is in you. And that is the essential realization that changed my life. We think of things and categorize them, in other words, separate them into words. Coffee is meant to be drank in the morning. A 9-to-5 comes with a 2-week vacation. Christmas is festive. Do you notice yourself feeling certain feelings towards each statement? Each word arises a concept. Each concept arises a relative association. Each association arises a relative feeling. This is how we make sense of the world. But from a higher level, this is an illusion. There is no such thing as separate things. What separates a moral action from an immoral one? You might say, integrity. Okay, what is integrity? How did you decide that was true? How did you come to this conclusion? What about this one? And this one? Do you see how far down you can go? Imagine you had a perfectly sharp knife. It's like trying to cut a banana in half an infinite amount of times, or the mathematical equivalent of an asymptote trying to reach 0. It'll never get there. All you end up with is smaller and smaller pieces. There's no way to reach the bottom of it all, simply because there is no bottom. Except, this is exactly what modern science has been trying to do. The question isn't, how does X cause Y? It's, how far do you want to keep playing the game of X causes Y? Just the same as labeling and cutting up the world into verbal and semantic categories, science tries to do it with bodies, organ systems, and organs into cells, molecules, atoms, electrons, and quarks. Until we reached the quantum and realized that reality is fundamentally empty energy. "30 spokes converge upon a single hub. It is on the hole in the center that the use of the cart hinges. Shape clay into a vessel. It is the space within that makes it useful. Carve fine doors and windows, but the room is useful in its emptiness. The usefulness of what is depends on what is not." We've talked about how the manifestation of the entire universe hinges on emptiness. You can read the words of this essay only because there's empty space of the background. The wheel can spin because of its empty center. A bowl is only useful because it is empty inside. To move through life with harmony, we must become harmonious with embracing emptiness. Most of us are afraid to admit the emptiness and meaninglessness of the universe. But don't you see that in this emptiness, you get to create the meaning? You are not separate from the Creator. You are the Creator and the created. Become totally empty. Let your heart be at peace. Amidst the rush of worldly comings and goings, observe how endings become beginnings. Things flourish, each by each, only to return to the source, to what is and what is to be. To return to the root is to find peace. To find peace is to fulfill one's destiny. To fulfill one's destiny is to be constant. To know the constant is called insight. Not knowing this cycle leads to eternal disaster. Energy gives rise to all thought and all form. Every great thing ever built came from an idea. Every idea conceived came from empty energy. This begs the questions. What are you imagining in your waking hours? What thought processes are you nurturing into beliefs? What are you associating? How are you associating these beliefs to become webs of thoughts that either empower you or the other way around? One's destiny isn't separate from one's current state when relaxed into the eternal truth of who you are. Your fundamental relationship to relationships, associations, thoughts, and beliefs creates your reality. We went on a journey. That's it for this one. If this video resonated with you, consider hitting the like and subscribing to the channel. It really does help me a lot, and I am very grateful that you're here. Other than that, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.